Alright, so today we got the new Chameleon CHA bag. I think it might be called an MPAS bag. I don't know the exact term, I'll look it up. But when I got my MPAS 2.0 last week, I was pretty excited to get it because there's a lot of good reviews out there and whatnot. Currently, I've been using a Alex loop, and it comes with this little backpack right here, which is kind of convenient. My 705 fits in there with an extra battery, the antenna tuner, even though you don't use the tuner with the Alex loop. It all just kind of fits in here. No big deal, just grab my one bag and go. But here's the problem. The Alex loop doesn't work with an antenna tuner, and you got to sit next to it, and you have to just sit there and tweak it. Even on digital modes, I notice sometimes if you lock it in to the digital mode frequency, sometimes you still got to sit there and tweak it or mess with it. So it really wasn't the best ideal solution unless you're going to be sitting outside next to the loop, or you're just looking for a really quick and dirty setup. So that's why I went with the MPAS 2.0, is I thought it'd be better for what I was going to do, which is when I'm up at my place up north and I'm in my RV, I can just run the MPAS antenna on the outside, run it into the unit, and I can sit there and just operate right off my kitchen table inside the motorhome, which is where I like to be, in the nice cool AC and operate, and I can see my antenna outside. So you can look at my other video that I'm going to post for that, and had great results with the MPAS system the first time I used it. So really happy with the MPAS. But the problem with the MPAS is that it comes in this gigantic bag. Like, this is the type of bag that maybe you'd want to use if you had a full-size 7300 with a big battery pack or something, a laptop that's going to go in there, and just all kinds of stuff. I mean, this thing is just, it's just monstrous. It's huge. It's just, I mean, it's a nice bag, but when I ordered my MPAS, I thought I was getting the new style bag that they sell, or not that they sell, but that they show in the pictures on the Chameleon website. But DX Engineering does state on their website, hey, the bag could vary. So I guess it's maybe my bad for not verifying that which bag I was getting, because I'm kind of disappointed. I did spend that much money on the antenna system, and I get this old bag instead of the new bag that Chameleon has on their website. And I mean, don't get me wrong, this is a nice bag, has some nice features on it. It's got a carry handle and stuff, but this right here is probably just gonna go in the closet and take up space because it is just too big. There's a lot of us guys that are running QRP rigs like myself, and I don't want to take a bag this big whenever I go to travel to go do something, with radio work. I'd rather take the smallest thing I can, and that's just me. But maybe this bag might get some use in the future. But the biggest issue I had with this bag is there's really no way to even fit the MPAS system in it a whole lot. I have the whole MPAS component sitting here, and if I try and even like put this in here, and you go side to side, angle to angle, it barely clears, and then it kind of sticks up right here, and it's not very well protected. And you can see it fits, but it's very cumbersome. It never fit this antenna system correctly. So, I mean, could you put it on the outside of the bag or something? Sure, but I mean, it's just not designed for the MPAS system. It's just some run-of-the-mill bag they used, and while it's a nice bag, and I'm glad they included it, it's not a good fit for the MPAS antenna system. It's just not. It's just way too overkill. So this one's gonna go in the closet, and I'm just gonna chuck it away because I'm not gonna be using it. Instead, I went ahead and spent the $100, because that's what it cost after tax and shipping, to get the new Chameleon bag that's out. So this bag, as you can see, is probably a quarter of the size of that one, maybe probably a quarter if you count like inside cubic room and whatnot. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to stick in the MPAS antenna system into here and see what else we can fit. But right off the bat, it's got a nice sling on the back of it, so you can just sling it over your shoulder. It's got a nice carry handle up at the top for you to carry with. It's got a carry handle here, straps here, pockets in the front, and it's got a small pocket at the bottom. And the small pocket at the bottom here, I actually kind of took this out a little bit earlier and whatnot, and so I can just put my little accessory bundle I have for my antenna, because I'm using it as a vertical right now. So I just put this little accessory bundle there at the bottom of the bag right there, and you can also fit other little adapters and cables and stuff like that that you don't want to lose. So there is MOLLE on the bag, a couple places like at the bottom and stuff, if you wanted to attach something. And these pockets are pretty big, and there's two separate pockets in there. We'll see if we can fit my 705 in there. and you know, a couple of Velcro things on there and whatnot if you want to throw some patches and stuff. But otherwise, you know, this bag looks like it was designed for the MPAS. So I got the MPAS system sitting here. We're gonna go ahead and stuff it in the bag and see how it fits. So let's start with the biggest pole of all, which will be this one right here. And put it in there. And as you can see, it goes into a corner in the bag here. I don't know how easily I can put this on camera, but it goes into a corner where it's nice and padded. So if you hit it or something, it's gonna be fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in there. Sweet, perfect fit. Nice, perfectly fit. All right, so we got that one done. And I think we can go ahead and put the extension piece on the other side. And then we can even put, I got this set up this way. You could take it apart if you want. Doesn't really matter to me. I'm just gonna go ahead and slide it in here as well. And you can tighten down the straps on the inside if you want, but me, it seems like they're decently separated on end to end, so you can see it all fits in there with plenty of room. And if I wanted to, I could throw everything else in here if I wanted to. So I mean, I could throw my radial in here along with that roll up there. I haven't used this one yet, but so it's still kind of rolled up, but you know, I could take that and fit that in here like so. And then I can take my coax and I can fit my coax over here on this side too. And let's see, can we get it to close? Oh, well, forgot the instruction manual. You want to take that with you, so maybe I'll put the instruction manual in here too. We'll just drop these. Okay, so that all fit just fine in there. Everything's in there nice and neat. Put everything in there, coax, everything, just everything on these in the big pocket. So it's got a nice padded top, so if you have something in there, it's not gonna disturb it. No problem at all closing it. Still plenty of room and still proper there. Okay, so now we got some pockets on the outside here. So, although I probably wouldn't recommend it, let's see if the IC705 is going to fit in here or not. And the tripod that I have it on is just the Manfrotto that everybody uses. So that'll slip in there no problem. So we go and stick the IC705. Well, it actually fits. Now, granted, you're probably not going to get any protection off of that, but that does fit. Can we fit the tripod in there with it? Yeah, tripod fits. And yeah, we could cinch this up if you wanted to. Fits. Obviously, I don't think that's going to be very safe to put your radio in there, but if maybe you're storing this in the house, or maybe you're storing it in your RV or something where you know it's not going to get banged around, you could probably get away with that. I could probably fit a Bio-NO battery down here too, no problem. And then I could probably fit the antenna tuner in there too, I'd imagine. So if I grab the Alex loop kit, and if you haven't seen the Alex loop kits, this is kind of what it comes with, like these two little things inside of it, which is, it's okay, but you know, still not bad. But you can see I got all kinds of cables and stuff in here for it, but just we'll pull out the IC705, or sorry, AH705 tuner, just see if it fits. Yep, nice and fit. And yeah, all these little cables and adapters I have would definitely fit in there too. And you're probably not going to fit a Bio-NO battery in there with that setup. That may go in the main bag, but it's not going to fit. But you could always take the coax out and put it on the outside or something. So this probably couldn't hold everything, as long as, you know, if you needed to take a separate Bio-NO battery with you, but it does look like it definitely would hold the rest of these adapters that I have right in here with that. But again, you know, the port's sticking out on the side of this thing, it's not going to be very well protected. So where I could see a really good use case for this bag and something else would be if you were to grab the W2 HVH enclosure for the 705 that has the battery and everything built into it, the tuner and whatnot, and you took that along with this bag, and you could fit some more wire antennas in here if you wanted to, some more coax. This could be your, you know, all you can fit kind of antenna bag, if you ask me. But I could take my Alex loop bag along with it if I wanted to have 2 antenna options, but the Alex loop bag just is only good for your Alex loop really and your transceiver. So anyways, yeah, this is a cool bag. I like it, and I hope that Chameleon starts including this with all their CHA MPAS antenna kits, because this is what it should come with. And even if there was a small upcharge or something like that to get the upgraded bag, I'm pretty sure everybody would be okay with it. But definitely going to be throwing the other bag away into the closet, and maybe I'll get some use out of it later on if I get a 7300 and start lugging around a 7300 in a battery box or something like that. But if I get that, I'm probably just going to go Pelican case. So this bag over here is probably just going to sit. But if I just want to down and dirty and take 2 small bags, I would take this, and I would take the 705 in a W2 HVH enclosure, or maybe another enclosure. Personally, I didn't buy that enclosure because I like to use the MPAS system now, and the antenna tuners in there inside that W2 HVH enclosure. So maybe hopefully they'll come up with a way soon that where you can bypass antennas, or bypass the antenna tuner inside of that enclosure, because when I use my Alex loop, I'm not going to want to use that enclosure. But with this, it would work just fine. So if you're stuck on using the MPAS system, and you're only going to use the MPAS system or something else, like, you know, a wire antenna that uses a tuner, then hey, by all means, grab that W2 HVH enclosure, grab this MPAS setup, and you really can't go wrong with all the antenna configurations they have. There's a ton of videos out there on the MPAS, but my personal take was on it. It works great. No quarrels at all with the 2 different configurations I tried on the antenna. You can see my other video about it, but this bag kind of completes it for me. So now I can put this bag in the corner with whatever bag I decide to use next for my 705, which I still need to go out and shop for. But this was a perfect addition to the MPAS system. So anyways, that's enough about that. I'm happy to answer any questions about it, but I couldn't recommend this enough. Chameleon shipped it out the next day to me. Got it super quickly, so super happy with that. And you know, their MPAS system, you know, I know this video isn't really about the MPAS system, but their MPAS system was super high quality about it. I know everybody complains about the price, but honestly, it's really well built. So I'm the type of guy, I don't like to build my own antennas anymore. I know a lot of people have fun doing that. For me, I don't have the time. If I got time to do something, I want to go out and operate. So I'd rather have a tried and true antenna system ready to go that I can just deploy and get to work. So anyways, in closing, definitely buy the bag. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer in the comments in 73s. Have a good one.